My beloved, you were not supposed to find this now. But heaven had a different plan tonight. There's something you need to know. And once you hear it, you will never see her the same again. This isn't a message about dreams, signs, or strangers. It's about your sister, the one you think you know. But God is now telling you about her hidden actions. Not to punish her, but to keep you safe. Before I say anything else, I need to ask you to please do not skip. Do not wait. Heaven is watching to see what you do about this. You can hear the sound of your sister's name in the spirit world as you read this. People have been waiting for the truth to come out, and now it starts with you. It's been more than 3 days since Archangel Michael tried to get in touch with you. A very important request came from God. Don't wait. Tell my kid. It will hurt even more if they don't pay attention to this. So, I'm whispering this message through with a sense of dread. Didn't you feel it? That strange change between you and her. That sense that something isn't what it seems to be. You felt like she was hiding a lot behind her smile when you looked into her eyes like that. My beloved, heaven says you were right to trust your gut. But the time had to be right, and it is now. There's a reason why you have chills or your heart is beating a little faster right now. It means that this was made just for you. Please take a 5-second break and subscribe to this Holy Message channel if you think this message came to you for a divine reason. No one else will tell you what I'm about to say. This is what Archangel Michael says. If they skip this now, they will regret it in 7 days. But if they listen, their tears will become victory. Pay close attention now. Please know that your sister is not bad. But she did something that God didn't like. And God gave her chance after chance after chance. Now it's your turn to know, because what she's doing will have a direct effect on yours. And the spiritual effect is worse the longer you don't know about it. No matter how much I love you, I mean this with all my heart. She seems quiet, nice and soft-spoken. But she hides a side of herself even from herself. It was a secret at first, then a habit. And now it's a pattern. You are being told this now by heaven. She made a choice 6 months ago, and things have been going on behind closed doors ever since. Archangel Michael saw it, though. Angels did their best to stop it. She had dreams from God, but she kept going. And it's no longer just about her. It has to do with what it could do to you. This message had to be sent because of this. God doesn't put down people. God tells us. God makes right. But only if people believe the truth. And you, my child, have been picked to be the first to hold that truth. It means something that you're still here reading this. Heaven is happy for you because only the chosen ones keep listening even when it's hard to hear the truth. But pay attention. Something will happen in 3 days. It will seem like a small event. But it's everything. At this point, God will show you a secret phone call, visit, or financial link that you weren't supposed to see, but you will. And you'll remember this message when it does happen. Don't yell when that time comes. Do not blame. Take a deep breath. You will be guided by Archangel Michael. The Spirit of God will also be with you when the fight starts. There will be one. Yes, it has to be. You won't be by yourself, though. Also, this isn't meant to break up your relationship. It's meant to make it clean because the truth is the only thing that can stand out. And love that is based on truth is the only thing that will last through the storm. My beloved, this hurts because you care. Care without clarity, on the other hand, leads to chaos. That's not what God wants for you. God wants your home to be peaceful. But there can't be peace if someone hides a sword under your house. It has a name. That's lying. That lie is hiding behind your sister's smile. Don't hate her, though. Prepare yourself, because as soon as you finish this message, the sky will change. Archangel Michael says, the person who ignored this message once will feel the pain of regret. But the person who listens with their heart will be protected by the truth. That's why I say it again. If your soul is shaking right now, don't avoid it. That's not fear. That's the voice of prophecy waking you up in your chest. Be alert and ready, because what comes next will test you. That's what God is saying now. Might make you wonder, why now? Why today? Why me? God chose you, beloved. Not just because you're old. That's not because you're the smartest, but because your soul is the most awake. There is a link between your spirit and God. Even when you doubt yourself or are tired, that's why Archangel Michael came to you. Because you have eyes that see past what they see. God didn't send this to someone else in your family. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. You've always thought that your sister was heavy. You just didn't know what it was until now. They saw what I will tell you. Not long ago, your sister sat alone in her room one night. The air around her felt heavy, and her spirit was shouting, even though her lips weren't moving. She was wrestling. She had a choice. She shouldn't have asked for help, but she did. She called on something or someone instead. Yes, beloved. She agreed to do something spiritual that God didn't like. That agreement is now having an effect on your whole family. But here's the amazing thing. There's no shame in heaven putting her out there. Heaven is putting her out there to save her. You are the key. But only if you listen to this message with an open mind and heart. Now, before we go into more detail about what heaven is about to show us, I need you to say something. Type 1 ready in the comments below. If you think the truth needs to be told and are ready to accept what God shows you without running away as more than just words, but as a promise to heaven, as you write this, feel the angels taking note. God, I trust you even when it hurts and when it's uncomfortable. This is the moment that heaven will remember as the time you chose courage over comfort. Don't leave now. What I'm about to say will change the way you see everything. It could be a letter or a picture. There is something with your name in it that is hidden in a folder on a chip or in the cloud. It has been hiding for a while now. It fills in the blanks of what you've been feeling the whole time. Don't freak out when you find it. That's the bridge. The link between being shocked and being free. The link between the illusion and the truth. She didn't mean to hurt you, sister, but what she's hiding will be bad if no one knows about it. Archangel Michael has already put up a barrier to protect your energy. Because of this, you've been having strange tiredness or sudden chills lately. That sounds like the spirit world talking. There's something dirty, but help is on the way. Also, beloved, you're reading the help at this very moment. Please read this without forgetting in the name of God, because later is too late. Don't treat this message like one of those you ignore and say, maybe later. You are already being watched by angels and the energy she has brought into your space without meaning to. That's why you haven't been sleeping well. That's why your moods have been all over the place. Something spiritual has been leaking into your space. But no longer, since light has now come in. You already feel it if your soul has been with me this long. As you breathe, something holy is taking place. Just take a moment to think. Also, if you haven't already, you should subscribe to this Divine Message channel right now, because messages like this don't come up for nothing. They have been given. This is what you needed to hear. You were meant to wake up. Don't miss the next whisper from heaven. If this message has really moved you, I want you to take a step that will keep you in tune with heaven. Right now, sign up for this channel, not as an afterthought, but as a sign from God. When you subscribe, you're not just following a channel. You're putting yourself in a place where heaven is open. By subscribing, you're telling God, I want to be the first person to know about every message you send. I want to be awake when you talk, and I don't want to miss a single word you have for me. It connects your spirit to the constant teachings from heaven. Your sister didn't mean to hurt you, but if you don't find out what she's hiding, it will. Archangel Michael has already put up a barrier to protect your energy. Because of this, you've been having strange tiredness or sudden chills lately. In a whisper, the spiritual world says something is not clean, but help is on the way. Also, beloved, you're reading the help at this very moment. Please read this without forgetting in the name of God, because later is too late. Don't treat this message like one of those you ignore and say, maybe later. You are already being watched by angels and the energy she has brought into your space without meaning to. That's why you haven't been sleeping well. That's why your moods have been all over the place. Something spiritual has been leaking into your space. But no longer, since light has now come in. You already feel it if your soul has been with me this long. As you breathe, something holy is taking place. Wait a second. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this Divine Message channel right now. That's because messages like this aren't made. They're given. This is what you needed to hear. You were meant to wake up. Don't miss the next voice from above. I can still hear Archangel Michael. Your sister might not know what's going to happen, but you will. I'll show you so you'll know. I will talk to you through numbers that keep coming up, strange dreams, and words that come from people you didn't expect. Right now, the signs are being sent. Take a deep breath and listen again. It won't be yelling during the fight. It won't be out of anger. It will happen when you're quiet, when you speak softly but clearly. And when you choose to let God speak through you instead of your ego. Don't be scared when you talk to her. She might deny it, laugh, or change the subject. That's because her truth will come out in 24 hours and you won't have to prove anything. That's how heaven works. It doesn't use its fists to fight. It goes against the truth. And now for the bigger mystery. You are being warned about more than just what she did. It's about what she was going to do next. Because if you hadn't gotten this message, she would have made a choice that would have put both of you and her in spiritual debt on a certain day. This is why God stopped your path with this holy intervention. It's not meant to scare you. It's to keep you safe. With great respect, I ask you, are you ready to see what God is trying to show you? Will you open your spiritual eyes even if it makes you feel bad? Heaven will start making plans behind the scenes. As soon as you say yes, you will notice it in 48 hours. A shift, a strange call, a slip of the tongue, or a conversation that you weren't supposed to hear. That's how the truth starts to show through. God still loves your sister very much as his own child, but he also loves you and he can't let you miss something that could cost you your peace, your health, or your journey. There are good things in the sky that are just waiting to land on you. They can't do that though if lies are in the room with you. Heaven is now making room. This is why Archangel Michael is here. Feel it? You shouldn't delete this message. It is a divine command. There's something else I need to say. Something that will hurt but free you. There's anger and spite. Yes, your sister has been jealous and has tried to hide it. But it has changed the things she does, says, and how she feels about you. It's something she's done alone. Even when she was smiling in pictures, she believed that only God knew, not anyone else. And yes, God is merciful. But God also lets people down to protect them. What should I do now? You say prayers. You don't say anything for a while. You don't confront right away. You pay attention because the next step will come at just the right time. When that time comes, you'll know what to say and your heart won't shake because Archangel Michael will be behind you and proud people in heaven will be watching. At first, you might not believe what I'm about to say, but stay tuned because your sister doesn't fully understand what I'm about to say either. It goes back to when you were a child. Yes, back when you read each other's secrets in bed, whispered to each other, and promised to always be there for each other. But something changed, and no one knows when. You don't remember much about that time, but your sister always did. She felt like you were the favorite because of a comparison, a comment, or a look from someone important. An empty anger grew from that seed. She hid it deep and never talked about it again. She carried it with her through school, breakups, and decisions. Even though she didn't say it, her jealousy affected the choices she made, especially the ones she made about you. God says that moment wasn't your fault, but it still has an effect on your life now. And I can't keep letting that shadow get in the way of the good things I want to send my child. That's why you've been feeling stuck lately. That's why the things you prayed for haven't shown up yet. There is less energy in the air around you now. There is someone close to your soul who has been making resistance without you even knowing it. Now that you know who it is, heaven can start to clean you. As the weight of this truth settles in your spirit, I want you to make a declaration that protects you. Add amen to the comments below. Not just as a normal thing to do, but as a spiritual anchor. By writing amen, you're saying, "So be it, Lord. I receive this truth. I accept this protection. I stand in agreement with heaven's plan for my life." Your amen is more than just a comment. It's a sound that echoes in the spiritual realm, letting all darkness know that light has taken its place in your soul. Write it now and you'll feel something change. She's telling someone something. Yes, now. Someone who smiled at you once. Someone you trusted or loved in the past. Behind closed doors, your sister has been telling this person things that are only partly true, twisted, or even worse, meant to hurt your reputation in a quiet, subtle, spiritual way. Those words have stuck around. Don't worry, though. A lie dies the moment it is shown to be false by God's light. That's going to happen soon. You're not going to fight this in real life. In the spirit, heaven is already battling for you. Now, you need to get ready. Get ready to keep quiet even though you want to shout. Even if the truth feels like a betrayal, be ready to love her. Get ready to be raised because this will speed up your blessing like never before. You were never turned down for the breakthrough, the call, the relationship, or the divine confirmation that you've been praying for. It was just delayed. And the wait is over today. Also, beloved, if your eyes are wet or your hands are shaking a little, that means this message is hitting you right where it should. Now, your soul is being touched by heaven. And again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this message channel before you leave. My next message to you from heaven will explain something about your past that you didn't fully understand until now. Go back to your sister. She's about to feel something, a weight or pressure. Her spirit is being worked on by angels who are hovering around her. She won't know why. Don't judge her right now. Not make fun of her or accuse her. Instead, stay close to God. He's about to do something through you that everyone in your family will talk about. This is healing for generations, and it starts with you, beloved. There is something powerful you can do right now that will bless others and give you a stronger blessing. Spread this message. Yes, send this to someone close to your heart right now before you go any further. It could be a family member. This truth might need to be told to a friend. When you share prophetic content, you let the light of heaven come through you. More than just sending a video, you are making a breakthrough in someone else's life. And heaven always gives you more than you give. Because you chose to be a vessel, the anointing you carry will grow. The power of the word you share will come back to you many times over. Now, click the share button. Send it. Put it up. Allow someone else to get what you've been given. Watch as your own breakthrough comes faster after you help someone else's get theirs. Archangel Michael whispers, there is a reason you are the one reading this, not her. Because the one with the strongest spirit gets the hardest revelation, and that one is you. And now you must prepare. Prepare to stay silent even when everything in you wants to shout. Prepare to love her even when the truth feels like betrayal. Prepare to be elevated. Because once this is dealt with, your blessing will accelerate like never before. The thing you've been praying for, the breakthrough, the call, the relationship, the divine confirmation, it was never denied. It was simply delayed. And the delay ends today. And beloved, if your eyes are watery now or your hands are shaking just a little, it means this message is piercing the exact place it was meant to. That means heaven is touching your soul right now. And if you haven't already, I gently ask again, subscribe to this message channel before you leave. Because the next message I send you from heaven will explain something about your past that not even you fully understood until now. Go back to your sister. She's about to feel something, a weight or pressure. Her spirit is being worked on by angels who are hovering around her. She won't know why. Don't judge her right now. Not make fun of her or accuse her. Instead, stay close to God. He's about to do something through you that everyone in your family will talk about. It starts with you and goes down through generations. Archangel Michael tells you, there is a reason you are the one reading this, not her. Because the one with the strongest spirit gets the hardest revelation, and that one is you. You were chosen to carry this moment with strength. Because what you do next will change everything. Right now is your time to heal. But you have to be able to see the shadows before the light can fully come in. The light is coming now that you've seen them. In the next few days, you might find yourself near her again without planning to. And it will feel tense and awkward. You will feel something rise in your chest, and that's your spiritual awareness growing. But don't do anything. Just breathe. God will speak to you through your eyes, and your silence will be heard more than what she says. She will know. It will hit her. She will know that God is involved now. Don't worry, though. Peace comes from the same God who showed you the truth. You won't be the only one walking into this storm. There will be angels all around you. And if tears do come, they will be tears of healing, because truth leads to healing. You, beloved, are now walking right into the light. Now, pay close attention. What I'm about to say is something that even time tried to hide. There is a small thing there. A picture, a page from a journal, a bracelet, or a note that was folded up and forgotten. You'll get it back soon. You might find it by accident. You might get it given to you. But your soul will know as soon as you see it, because that thing holds a memory, a key, a moment you and your sister used to share that was very important before the cracks appeared. She did it to hold on to love before things got more confusing. She didn't throw it away. She hid it. The sky says that object will now come back to heal. Even after all of this, you can still get better, because heaven doesn't just show you darkness to scare you. It shows it to you so you can be free. But I have to tell you that the next 3 days are holy. Archangel Michael says, tell them this is not a time for arguing, reacting, or chaos. It is a time for spiritual preparation, because something is going to happen on the third night. A divine event, a holy interruption, a visitation. Your dreams may shift. Your sleep may feel strange. Don't resist it. That's not insomnia. That's God waking you up on purpose. Because during one of those nights, heaven will whisper one sentence that changes everything. You'll hear a name or a memory or a phrase you haven't thought of in years. And when you do, say nothing out loud. Just write it down, because that's God giving you the final piece of the truth. And then she will come. Your sister, maybe she'll send a message. Maybe she'll show up in person. Maybe she'll pretend like nothing is wrong. But her soul will be unsettled, because truth rattles everything it touches. And here is what you must do. Speak from love, not from pain. Say only what heaven guides you to say, not what ego demands. Because in that moment, you have a holy responsibility to be a mirror, not a hammer. To reflect truth, not strike with it. You don't have to make her admit everything. You don't have to force her to cry. Just allow the light of God in you to shine so brightly that all shadows around her will fall away. And beloved, one more thing. If she breaks down, let her. If she runs away, let her. If she denies, still love her. Because heaven is handling the parts you cannot see. Your job is not to fix. Your job is to be faithful. Your spirit is very special. Most people would have given up, skipped over this, or ignored it. But not you. You stayed. You listened, you cried, you breathed, and you believed. That's why heaven is about to give you the reward. Yes, beloved, there is a reward, and it's coming sooner than you think. Within 7 days of this message reaching your soul, something will change. A door that had been closed for years will open. A message will arrive. A person will return. And a prayer that had been blocked will be answered without warning. It will all have a connection to the moment you chose not to skip the hard truth. You are more than just a sibling. The enemy tried to blind you, but God has restored your sight. Now nothing can stop what heaven has started. Archangel Michael says, you are about to step into the season of clear skies. There's no more fog, no more messing around. Never again feel like no one cares about you. God saw everything that happened and is now making everything new. Close your eyes and lift your heart. You already won because love that is pure and based on truth is the strongest force in the world. One day even your sister will thank you. Maybe not today. You won't see her again until one day when she's fully awake. She will remember this moment when heaven chose you to receive this message. It will be her way of saying, I didn't understand then, but thank you for not giving up on me. Beloved soul, the test is almost over and the miracle is almost here. You paid attention to the message. You showed God respect. In light of that, pay attention to what follows. As you stand on the edge of your breakthrough, I ask you to seal this moment with heaven. In the comments section below, type Amen one more time. Let things be different this time. This Amen should sound like a lock opening. Let it be the vibration that frees all of your blessings that are stuck in chains. If you've ever felt like you weren't seen, heard, or worthy, let this Amen cancel out every lie. You are not just leaving a comment. You are making a decree. That means the old season is over and the new one has begun. Write it down right now and really mean it. Archangel Michael will say one last thing before he leaves. The angels are still here keeping an eye on you. Not because you're no longer in danger, but because you just finished one of the hardest spiritual journeys a soul can take, not running away from the truth. Most people never do that. You did, though. The page wasn't closed. You're not just a brother or sister. You are a soul with a duty from God. That's why the bad guy tried to make you blind. But God has made you see again. Now that heaven has started, nothing can stop it. Archangel Michael says, you are about to step into the season of clear skies. No more fog, no more confusion, no more feeling like you're the only one who cares. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. God saw everything and now He is making all things new. So dry your eyes, lift your heart. You've already won because love when purified by truth is the most powerful force in the universe. Even your sister will thank you one day. Not today maybe, not even tomorrow, but one day when she's fully awake, she will look back at this moment. The moment heaven chose you to receive this message, and she will say, I didn't understand then, but thank you for not giving up on me, beloved soul. The test is nearly over and the miracle is near. You've honored the message. You've honored God. And because of that, watch what happens next. A final whisper now from Archangel Michael before he departs. The angels are still here watching you. Not because you're in danger anymore, but because you have just completed one of the most difficult spiritual initiations a soul can go through, facing the truth without running away. That is something most people never do. But you did. You didn't close the page. You didn't pretend this wasn't about you. You didn't make excuses. Instead, you opened your heart. You stood in the fire of truth. You let heaven reveal what needed to be seen. And that, my beloved, is why you are being lifted now into a new dimension of blessings, protection, and peace. And now, listen closely. There is one final twist you must know. Because heaven never finishes a message without a blessing hidden in the last line. In the background of all this, there's someone else watching your sister, someone unexpected, someone from your family's past, maybe from another generation, a grandparent, a soul who crossed over. They've been whispering to her in dreams, trying to wake her up from the inside. And guess what? She's starting to hear them. She may not admit it yet, but something deep in her spirit is stirring. The veil is lifting and soon she will have a breakdown, a beautiful one, a release, a holy awakening because your decision to face the truth became a chain reaction that will echo across generations. You broke the pattern. You ended the curse and heaven rejoices because of you. So now God has a question for you, a sacred one. Are you ready to receive the blessing that was delayed because of deception? Are you ready for the inheritance that was locked away until this truth was seen? If your soul whispers yes, then say it with your whole heart. Yes, Lord, I am ready. Because right now, angels are being dispatched. Keys are being released. People who forgot you are remembering you. Opportunities that ignored you are now searching for you. And the peace that passed you by before is about to flood into your house like morning sunlight. It's already happening. That strange feeling in your chest, that's not fear anymore. That's release. That's God saying, you are not alone. You were never crazy. You were picked all along today. Don't worry about sleep. Don't be afraid to wake up. It's like you're in heaven when you walk through your house. Your home is now filled with divine fire. The shield of Archangel Michael is now holding your spirit, and no physical or spiritual weapon that is made against you will ever work again. This message protected you. It's now your sword. Take care of it. Talk slowly. Love deeply. Forgive completely. But lies should never be allowed to go unchecked again. Since you now know the truth will always be with you. Heaven is happy for you. You still have Archangel Michael with you. God is happy that you answered the phone when He called. This is the start of your new life. The next part of your story has already begun. Your tears are now making your future better. Your sister will also change her mind because she can't keep ignoring love like yours. Heaven has already begun to wake up. Don't close your heart. Remember to keep your soul steady and listen, because the next message is coming soon. You were meant to do this. It's done. It's written down. And now it will happen. Heaven still has more to say to you. This last sound from God and the Archangel Michael isn't just the end. This is a prophecy. You will always carry this promise and holy seal with you. This is the end of the message. But the miracle has only just begun. Things in your room may look the same. The walls, the door, and the light, but everything that you can't see has changed. Tonight, something holy was cut off of you. Your faith, your stillness, and your choice to open this when you really wanted to scroll past broke down a spiritual wall you didn't even know was there. One last time, Archangel Michael speaks. But this time, it's softer and closer. I saw you walk through the dark without a flashlight, beloved. I saw you carry things that no one thanked you for. I stood next to you at night when you talked to pillows in a whisper and no one heard you. But I got to see you win tonight. Fight didn't help you win. It didn't help you win to prove. You won when you got up. Your name is being written in the book of favor again. You're now on the other side of a golden light. Also, the wait is over. That thing you've been interested in, it's no longer stuck. It's on its way. But here's something that not many will get. What you'll get is not the real blessing. The best thing about you is how you've changed. You chose God when there was truth and love between you. You were the one in the family who could see through the fake smiles and picked healing over comfort. You broke the silence so that people who came after you would never have to live in chains again. You break blood ties, break curses, move heaven and earth, and are the quiet miracle in your family. The angels are now resting because God picked you. Now that the battle is over, the light you carry will shine even brighter. So, beloved, go. Heaven is behind you. So, walk like it's there. If the room is shaking, speak with grace. And if someone doesn't deserve it, love them with fire. Since this is now who you are, awakened, blessed, and unstoppable. It's done. It's written down. It has been done. It was picked up by your soul. Heaven saw it. And now it will be fully shown in your life. Right now, as your spirit continues to receive, something holy is taking place. This isn't just another message. You are receiving a heavenly substance because your obedience today pierced something ancient, karmic, and deeply rooted in your bloodline. Have you thought about what you did? People in your family prayed for you to open a spiritual door. Yes. Read it again. A long-gone family member used to get on their knees and pray for change. They might not have known what to say. They might not have been strong enough. But when they cried out, heaven heard them. That cry rang through time until it got to you. Now, beloved, you've answered their prayer. That's why you were the one. That's the reason you couldn't skip this message. Once more, Archangel Michael leans in. And this time, his voice sounds like thunder wrapped in silk. You break blood ties, break curses, move heaven and earth, and are the quiet miracle in your family. You were picked by God. The angels can now rest. The fight is over. From here on out, the light you carry will only get brighter. So go, beloved, and walk like heaven is behind you, because it is. If the room is shaking, speak with grace. And if someone doesn't deserve it, love them with fire. Since this is now who you are, awakened, blessed, and unstoppable. It's done. It's written down. It has been done. It was picked up by your soul. Heaven saw it. And now it will fully show up in your life right now. As your spirit continues to receive, something holy is taking place. This isn't just another message. You are receiving a heavenly substance because your obedience today pierced something ancient, karmic, and deeply rooted in your bloodline. Have you thought about what you did? People in your family prayed for you to open a spiritual door. Yes. Read it again. A long-gone family member used to get on their knees and pray for change. They might not have known what to say. They might not have been able to. But when they cried out, heaven heard them. That cry rang through time until it got to you. Now, beloved, you've answered their prayer. That's why you were the one. That's the reason you couldn't skip this message. Archangel Michael leans in again. This time, his voice sounds like thunder wrapped in silk. Good things were saved in heaven for you, my child, but they got locked because of spiritual interference. But that bother is no longer there. Look at how quickly things start to move now. You won't need to beg. You won't need to chase. The blessing will come to you now that the way is clear. Some people will not treat you the same way after this. Some people might be quiet. Some people might pull away. Some people may seem cold or far away. Do not worry. They're just noticing that you've upgraded. Your new spiritual rank is getting through to them because shadows either rise to run away or attack when the light gets brighter on a soul. However, you are now safe. You no longer need to defend yourself. You no longer need to explain your soul. God has spoken for you, so you don't have to make up for it anymore. And the voice from heaven ends all arguments. Your sister is already changing, even if she doesn't know it. Something has come into her dreams, her thoughts, and her mirror. Even if she seems far away, and her pride makes her fight it. And she will finally say the words that everyone in heaven has been waiting for. Whether it's by confession, accident, or a divine plan. I'm sorry. Be ready, beloved. When she does, not to lecture her, or make her feel bad, but to see what was inside her. Because winning isn't the point at that moment. The point is to heal. And not only she will get better, it will also be for you. Something has been on your mind and heart the whole time. There is a weight, a sadness, or an ache that sometimes comes up in the middle of your happiness. You've always wondered, why do I feel so responsible for everyone's happiness? Why do I always have to be the strong one? Why do I cry when no one's watching and smile when I'm breaking? And heaven says, because you are the chosen. Because you were given a soul that could carry burdens and still sing. Because you are not ordinary. You are divine legacy in human form. God is now taking off the emotional load you've been carrying in silence. That pressure you can't see to make everything better. To keep the peace even when you're broken. Be the person who always gets it even when no one else does. God is saying, my child, enough. Let me carry you now. You've done enough. So tonight, I invite you to finally rest. Not just physically, but spiritually rest in the knowing that what was once out of order is now being rearranged. What was broken is being mended in ways you cannot yet see. What was taken from you will be restored in multiplied form. The truth about your sister was just the beginning. Because what's coming next is your reward. A reward not just in the material, but in peace. Peace in your sleep. Peace in your decisions, peace in your purpose, and yes, blessings will follow. Unexpected ones, financial grace, divine connections, sudden open doors, not because you asked perfectly, but because you listened bravely. And that's all God ever wanted from you. Now, there's just one more secret, a personal one, whispered only from heaven to you. Someone who left you, who either walked away or passed away, is proud of you right now. They're smiling. Their soul has been waiting for this exact moment. And in the coming nights, they may visit in a dream, in a scent, in a whisper. Don't be afraid. It's not spooky. It's sacred. They have one final message for you. And that message is, you broke the cycle. You changed the story. You did what even I couldn't. Thank you. So breathe in, beloved. Breathe in new life. Breathe in peace. Breathe in freedom. Because this is not the end. This is your divine beginning. You are no longer the same person who opened this message. You have evolved. You have awakened. You have been spiritually rewired by heaven's hand. And now go forward in grace. We have reached the sacred moment where this message becomes your testimony. Before you step into your new beginning, I want you to leave your mark in the comments. Type 1 receive as your final declaration. Not I hope to receive, not maybe I'll receive, but I receive. Present tense active faith, complete surrender. As you write these words, imagine heaven's storehouses opening over your life. Imagine every delayed blessing, every answered prayer, every restored relationship beginning its journey to you right now. Write it, believe it, and watch what God does next. Because, my beloved, that's exactly what just happened. Speak only the truth. Love without fear, and live like someone whose soul was just kissed by God. Of course, beloved, you've stayed. You've opened your heart. And now what you're about to receive is the final river of holy oil poured gently over your soul, your past, and your future. This last stretch is not just the closing of a message. It's the opening of a divine chapter that was written long before you were born. So let the words hold you the way heaven's arms have always held you, even when you didn't know they were there. There's something God has been waiting to say to you for a long time. Something sacred, not wrapped in punishment, not dripping in fear, but soaked in love. My child, you are not too much. You are not too soft. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are exactly who I made you to be. And even though the people closest to you have misunderstood you, misused you, or manipulated your compassion, God never did. Heaven has seen every single tear you cried in silence. The ones you wiped away quickly before anyone could notice. The ones you cried in a bathroom or in the middle of the night while pretending everything was fine. But you don't need to pretend anymore. You don't need to be strong every second just so others can be comfortable. Because tonight, God is holding you. Yes, you. Not just your sister, not your family, not the ones who take and never notice. You. You. the one who tries to hold everyone else together while you quietly fall apart inside. You, the one who has forgiven people who never even apologized. You, the one who gets dreams from heaven but keeps doubting whether they're real. You, the one who sometimes wants to walk away from everyone but still chooses love again. God is saying to you now, I see you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud of how far you've come, even when no one else noticed. And I'm not done blessing you yet. There's something God has been waiting to say to you for a long time. Something sacred, not wrapped in punishment, not dripping in fear, but soaked in love. My child, you are not too much. You are not too soft. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are exactly who I made you to be. And even though the people closest to you have misunderstood you, misused you, or manipulated your compassion, God never did. Heaven has seen every single tear you cried in silence. The ones you wiped away quickly before anyone could notice. The ones you cried in a bathroom or in the middle of the night while pretending everything was fine. But you don't need to pretend anymore. You don't need to be strong every second just so others can be comfortable. Because tonight, God is holding you. Yes, you. Not just your sister, not your family, not the ones who take and never notice. You, the one who tries to hold everyone else together while you quietly fall apart inside. You, the one who has forgiven people who never even apologized. You, the one who gets dreams from heaven but keeps doubting whether they're real. You, the one who sometimes wants to walk away from everyone but still chooses love again. God is saying to you now, I see you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud of how far you've come, even when no one else noticed. And I'm not done blessing you yet. Archangel Michael is still here. He never left your side. Not for a second. He's been watching you since childhood. He knows how many times you were silenced. How many times you put others ahead of your own healing, how many times you almost lost hope but didn't. Archangel Michael says, Beloved, you are heaven's miracle in motion. The battle was never meant to kill you. It was meant to wake you up. You can't be touched now that you're awake. Not untouchable in terms of pride, but untouchable in terms of purpose. Because the divine realm has started to change people. Plans and paths for your benefit. It will be there soon. Texts from people you haven't talked to in years will come in at random. You'll be asked to go into places you never thought you'd go. All of a sudden, something that was hard to get will just show up. Not by chance, but because you lined up. You got in line with the truth. You got in line with heaven. Now good things will happen to you. Someone will look at you one day and wonder how you stayed so soft after all that pain. Yes, even your sister. How you kept your heart open. How kind you were to her when she was cold. She will remember this light at that time. She might not say it out loud, but she will know it. Your spirit will know because the best miracles are the ones that only heaven feels, not the ones that people see. Also, beloved, heaven knows how you feel. You were heard that night in heaven. You said in a whisper, God, if you're real, please just show me a sign. This message is that sign. It's not a coincidence, an accident, or an algorithm. It was God who bent space, time, and events just to whisper back to you. I'm real. Yes, I am here. Yes, I did hear you also. Yes, I pick you. Now, take this message with you. Keep it alive in your bones. Feel it in your chest. Let it seep into tomorrow. I know who I am now. I am the one heaven speaks to. I am the one Archangel Michael fights for. I am the one God walks with. And remember, beloved, you are never alone. You were never that. You never will be. Heaven will still speak even if everyone else stops talking. An angel will stay even if your sister leaves. God already gave you a crown of gold. Even if other people don't see how valuable you are. So take it easy tonight. Rest assured that your name has been used in meetings with the Lord. You can now rest easy knowing that your home is safe. Knowing that this message wasn't just a warning will help you rest. It was the start. As you move into the next part of your life, say these last words to your soul with divine fire, power, and peace. I'm not cursed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not too late. I have been picked. I'm getting up. I'm ready. Yes, beloved. Go now. Tomorrow, walk with the sound of angels behind you, God's breath inside you, and Archangel Michael's shield over your head. Don't forget this ever again. The story doesn't end there. It's just begun. We're about to go even deeper into this revelation, but first, I need you to make sure you have a spot in what heaven is letting loose. Now is the time to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It's not just about staying in touch. It's also about where you stand spiritually. When you subscribe, you make a prophetic promise come true in your life. The enemy wants you to miss the next word. I am here. I am listening. I am ready for whatever you have next. He wants you to scroll past your big step forward. That plan falls apart when you subscribe, though. You make sure that every divine whisper, every divine message, and every prophetic release gets to your spirit. Do it now. To subscribe, click. Press the bell. Get your heart ready for what's coming next. Let's go even deeper. Beloved, the message doesn't end when the soul is finally calm enough to take in all of heaven's truth. It starts to breathe through you. That's what's going on now. You have stopped reading. The way you look is changing. Every word that you let into your spirit changes what pain wrote in silence. Now close your eyes for a second and let your heart grow even bigger so that you can feel what comes next. Not just understand it. Remember the first time your heart broke. Not just from love, but also from being let down, scammed, and confused after trusting someone you weren't supposed to doubt. Yes, even God in heaven saw that. The day kids lost their innocence. The day you began to doubt your worth. The day you learned that not all of the I love yous were real. The day you did not trust as much. When you started to guard your heart more than let it grow. Today though, God wants to change what happened that day. Since then, someone stole your safety, your certainty, and your full trust in yourself. But now, things are returning to you in ways you can't even describe. The message about your sister was just the front door. However, beloved, there was a garden behind that door. That part of you that has ever felt like too much, too quiet, too emotional, too soft, or too forgotten is in a garden. That garden is growing again now. You're going back to yourself. No one can take that away from you this time. Not the people who were wrong about you. Not the family that tried to cut off your wings. Not the times when you second-guessed your choice. Even what your sister is doing behind your back, since God has now sealed you. The seal is a religious sign. No one can break, touch or take it. It can't be faked, copied or taken away. It is the mark of the divine. It says that this one is from heaven. What comes next? Something holy, something rare, something that only people who have been through the fire can know. Heaven refers to this time as a restoration season. But not just any kind of fix-up. This one is unique, sacred, personal, and supernatural. You lost something important in your life because of your sister's actions, your family's silence, or just bad luck. It will come back, but not the way it was, but as something better. You're about to make friends that feel like home, replacing the ones that broke up. You lost money, but you're about to find a huge amount of money that will blow your mind. It will feel like air, sunlight, or a second skin around you. The peace that used to come and go. The love you gave without being fully seen was the most important thing. Now that love is coming back to you in waves, layers, and divine appointments that will feel like miracles dressed up as people. Don't worry if old things start to fall apart in the next few days. You weren't turned down. It means realignment. Also, don't follow something that wants to leave, because God is making room for better, bigger, and higher things. Your sister should also know this, whether she comes with you or not. You forgive her in your heart. You freed her soul. One more task to do before you leave. And this one will always be important. Tell your friends and family about this message. Put it on your story. Tell a friend about it. Share it in a chat. Why? Because this word wasn't just for you. Even though heaven gave it to you, it was always meant to go through you. When you share prophetic content, God sends you a message. You put the blessing of multiplication on your own life. Each person who gets this because of you is added to your spiritual record. Every big step forward they make is because of your faith. People shared and the church grew. It gets around because people share. Don't keep this to yourself. Today, someone in your group needs this exact word. Someone is waiting for the confirmation message you got. Be the one to bring it right now. Click share. Dare to send it. Watch as heaven responds to your obedience by giving you more of everything you asked for. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go.